Today we're going to be talking about a very special vintage Breitling.
I'm Luke.
I'm Anthony.
Today, as Ant said just before the intro, we have a very special Breitling, which is an 809 Navitimer Cosmonaute.
And yeah, that was lent to us by Tom at the Advert Emporium. And yeah, he does some absolutely fantastic stuff. Give him a follow on his Instagram. We'll drop the link below. Some of the stuff.
So what he does, he somehow, I don't know how he gets hold of them, he kind of does commissions as well. Not necessarily commissions, but
he finds them for people, yeah.
All these vintage adverts for watches. It's incredible. And
not just watches, other things as well. So, his Instagram is amazing.
Cool.
We really need to get some stuff. I need to sort out a man cave just so I can litter my walls with his stuff. Because absolutely fantastic. Go and have a look. And he's got a great taste in watches as well. So
as you can see from here.
Go give a follow. First things first, please give us a subscribe and drop a comment on what you think is your favourite Breitling. Anyone who says a Super Ocean Heritage can get to.
What's wrong with them?
It's too big.
Oh, only the big one is.
Yeah,
only the big
only
one
joking.
Is.
We like we do like most Breitlings.
Cool. So it's the first Navitimer we've really had in for review, and it's
and we're both a fan of the regular 806, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
We really like the 806.
But this is special.
And I didn't know anything about it.
No. Okay, so should we have a history lesson? I think we should have a history lesson.
Clickbait history
We've not had one in a little while. So there was once a fighter pilot in 1959 called Malcolm something. So Malcolm was
thorough.
Yeah, there we go. That poor bloke has just had his whole history wiped. So basically NASA had in 1959 they launched the space program. Was it Mercury? Project Mercury?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so Malcolm comes along. He's a fighter pilot that wants to be an astronaut, and he goes. I was wearing my. This wasn't actually what happened, but I'm going to just say it was. So he goes up to NASA and goes, "Excuse me, I was wearing. I was in the Korean War."
Perfect reenactment.
Yeah, it was. I was in the Korean War, and I love your Navitimer. It did everything just right. It was big enough, and really liked it. But when I'm in space, I can't tell whether we're in AM or PM. And instead of going, oh no, we've got a GMT function.
It's not an issue you think of, really, is it?
No, well, when you're down here, right, and you get
whether it's day or night.
Yeah, exactly.
It's either light or it's dark.
Yeah, exactly.
But in space, it's just dark. Unless you're flying towards the sun.
This is why we don't do science programs. So what's happened is he's gone there and he said, really like it, but I need to tell what time it is in space. So Breitling have actually gone, instead of doing a GMT, they've gone, I know, let's make it a 24-hour watch, which is absolutely standout feature of this watch.
I just didn't even know it existed, and you know what? It took me a bloody long time to realise it. I was shooting on a macro, really looking at all the numbers, and I was like, "Oh,
what's 22 o'clock?
Yeah, what's that?" But no, it absolutely looks. It is fantastic.
It's glorious, isn't it?
It's a so bit confusing at first. I mean, we're easily confused anyway, but it was a bit confusing, but now.
So well done, Malcolm, for confusing us.
Yeah,
bloody Malcolm.
Absolutely fantastic watch. And what a fantastic reason. I mean, Navitimers are great, like the old vintage Navitimers are brilliant, but this is pretty damn awesome.
I think it was commissioned in 61 and the first Cosmonauts come out in 62. And
it is the Breitling that went to space. Didn't even know a Breitling went to space.
It was beaten by Speedy for the NASA program. I mean, not that anyone's ever taken any notice of Amiga going to space. I don't think Amiga really.
Yeah, you might know about that. I don't know. But yeah, no, I genuinely didn't know whether that Breitling actually went to space, which is pretty damn cool actually, and it just makes that watch fantastic.
It's
and
awesome.
What a name as well,
Cosmonaute.
I love it. I really do love it.
I think it means Russian for astronaut.
And for a 60s watch, obviously we've got a couple of vintage watches. For a 60s watch, it's pretty big.
It's 41mm
in those days. So as big as basically what the Speedy was. So the Speedy was considered a bit of a monster back then. So this was also considered a monster. But nowadays, it's lovely.
Oh, it wears so well.
It
wears
fantastic.
so well. I mean, it's 13mm thick, and obviously on this orange,
which is quite thin, really.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, on the Originator it does push it up a little bit, and it's got that lovely domed sapphire.
It is. Yeah.
Sapphire.
It's not. It's Hardlex. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's absolutely
Plexiglass.
brilliant plexiglass. 22mm lug width as well.
Which again, I find that quite strange, but it works for the design really well.
It suits the watch. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of the strap that Tom's put it on, but I can see exactly why he has put it there because it matches up. There's little orange accents dotted around the dial. Which are pretty cool. You don't notice them at first because they're so subtle, and then you start looking in closely, and you can see the little orange bits.
I mean, this as well.
Really good.
It's in fantastic. It's in amazing condition.
It's
incredible.
yeah.
It's never been polished, never been touched. It's so sharp. It's ridiculous.
It is stunning. Like really, really, really stunning. And yeah, I want one.
Do you?
Well, I already wanted the 806, and then obviously they're bringing out the
They're doing
806
the
reissue, which looks fantastic. But that's still on pre-order. But that's 6,250. That's how much this is worth, pretty much. So this is still the same money as what the new ones are.
It's incredible. I mean, nowadays when you go into a Breitling, it's amazing. I mean, you go in there and your
chronograph has got such a positive click
Yeah, it
as
does.
well. Just
Nice.
click, clonk, and it just goes straight back to centre.
Why don't Breitling? I know they do the reissues, but why? I mean, this is perfect. Nowadays, when you go to Breitling, you're blinded straight away from all the blink. You're going
I walked
there.
into a Breitling AD the other day, and it was just like, doosh.
I'm expecting DJ Khaled to come out from behind the counter.
it is a bit shocking, but I mean, it seems like a really good, robust movement as well. It sounds absolutely fantastic. It winds up lovely still.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know what the service history is on this watch.
We ran it, didn't we? Well, we didn't run a service, obviously. Poor Tom's panicking there. He's got an tag.
Well, we put it on the time grapher, and it was what 14 to 20 seconds a day
Give or take, yeah.
fast. So not too bad for a 60s watch.
It's good. That's really good vintage time. So I don't know what the service is like. You say
It just doesn't feel fragile like a vintage watch. It doesn't feel like a 60s watch at all. You could easily put this on anything, like any strap, get away with it. You could make this sporty, or you could even make it dressy. I know it's a really busy dial, but on say a brown or a black
but it's what
crocodile strap.
Navatimers get away with being busy, you know, and it's so nice to not have one of these Navatimers.
I usually hate busy dials,
Well,
but this is fantastic.
The Navatimers
So
sometimes they're just like you've got a dinner plate on your hand, you know, a silver dinner plate.
the new ones, yeah.
Yeah, but no.
Sparkly trinket.
There we go. Whole of Breitling written off there. But no, it's lovely. It really is nice.
One of the favourite ones, and even the bezel action on it is absolutely fantastic. I have no idea
I don't
how
know.
to use it.
Did they do other dial combinations? I think they did other dial combinations. Can't tell you what they are.
They did an all black one, really
Did they?
rare. So instead of the sub dials being like a silvery,
That's silver. It's silver in the white lights.
but then it goes a bit pewtery sometimes as well, which is quite nice. Or like Jewish racing gold. But they did an all black one, which looked really good. But then I like the contrast in colours. To be fair,
I think it's awesome. The reverse panda. It's very, very cool. I think we're both kind of just taken aback just how much I
really like it.
I mean, I
really,
knew I liked
really
it when
like
we
it.
first met Tom at Red Bar, and this is just it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
So yeah, basically, it's fantastic. If you ever get a chance to try one on or buy one, definitely do it. And we look forward to actually having a few more Breitlings. Actually, it'd be nice.
Yeah,
I definitely
absolutely.
want to get my hands on one of the newer reissues. But I think $6,000 for a vintage watch with great history and such a unique piece, really. God, I think that's a bargain.
Brilliant.
Especially for how it feels. Doesn't feel fragile. So yeah. So if you've liked this video, please drop us a like
And a thumbs up.
Big thumbs up. Please subscribe for plenty more videos to come. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Subscribe for plenty more videos to come. And we'll see you next time. Bye.